plow and prep that other field for even more canola. Oh, Williams home. Hear them thumping around upstairs. Gonna have to de-rock and lime. I still need to, yeah, de-rock and lime, and then I'm ready for seeding tomorrow. And I'm going all canola. My company is funny. They're always interested in, you know, puff pieces and stuff like that. And, you know, they're interested in people who do volunteer work and extracurriculars and stuff like that. And they'd agreed to do a piece on this charity work that I do for Extra Life, you know. I figured it'd be great visibility and stuff like that. Anyways, they collected all the information, you know, well in advance of game day. And what I was really counting on is that they would post it before game day. And if nothing else, maybe get other people to join Extra Life. But also to draw exposure to my campaign on top of everything else, you know? Anyways, they never released it first or last, so. Or when they do, it'll be in like the new year. And I'll have to basically springboard next year's Extra Life off of that or something like that. But I had really hoped that it would have been in time for this year. Because there's... God. There's got to be 400, 500, 600 Canadians. You know? Music is a bit weird. Weird, not bad, just weird. So I'm thinking tomorrow night, I'm finally going to get a chance to see Alien Romulus. Very Sims-esque. The music? The music? Sims? Do you play Sims? I've played The Sims quite a bit. I don't recall the music at all. It's reminding me of Tchaikovsky, or there's a hint of Danny Elfman there too. You obviously saw my post on East Coast. She got so squirrely. She got so squirrely with me over me taking a dump on the VHS release of Alien Romulus. I was like, who the hell wants that? I mean, yeah, so what? You've got on your shelf like 8 Alien movies in VHS. Great. You probably have them in Blu-ray and DVD. They are not collector's items. Why would you want the VHS version? Oh, you know, some people might want it or whatever. Yeah, some people. Why do you have to announce it like it's some big figure piece of your marketing campaign? Like, they felt like they needed to tell people about it. And my response was basically, the people who want a VHS don't need to be told. Do you know what I mean? They're going to seek it out. And, you know, basically telling people about it isn't going to sell a few extra copies. Not a chance. But I did have a look around, and apparently, there are a significant number of households in North America right now, like something crazy like 50 million, that still have VHS players in their house. It's like in the United States, that's 1/7 of the population in the US of A right now has a VHS player in their house somewhere. And I was surprised as the next person. I was like, what? I mean, the DVD came along in like 2000 and should have changed everything. I mean, I even go so far as to say the Blu-ray disc didn't have as big of a splash as, you know, you'd think it would. Because, like, honestly, even with the 4K TVs and stuff like that, like, I mean, I can notice like a little blurriness or whatever when I'm watching like a normal DVD. But like, not enough for me to say as I'm watching the Blu-ray, like, this is superior, you know? Because you just, it's so good you won't notice. Yeah, I wouldn't buy the VHS version. I do not have a VHS player. I don't ever want one. It was a shitty medium to begin with, right? I mean, it was a necessary evil in that it allowed you to watch videos at home. So it was like a paradigm shift. But as soon as it's replaced with the DVD and eventually the Blu-ray, why the hell would anybody want to go back to VHS? Records have superior sound quality over almost every other medium. So I understand why there's still avid collectors of vinyl. Yeah, capitalizing on nostalgia. And to me, having a marketing background, I don't respect that at all. Right? Like, good business, sure. Yeah, good business. Do people who know the difference think it's pathetic? Yes. Yes, it is. I mean, what do you want in your VHS collection? A brand new 2024 released VHS? No. You want nostalgia? You want to be a collector's item? You either keep one in mint condition with the plastic still on it, you know, as they are wont to do, or you locate one of the last 57 copies of something and be proud of the fact that you have something that, you know, in a few more years, a decade or two, will not exist anymore. Do you know what I mean? Cassettes don't what? Cassettes don't degrade, or I said a lot. I mean, cassettes sound like, the audio in a cassette tape was bad to begin with. VHS was passable, but I mean, you'd still get those little bars and the flickering and all of this stuff, you know, as the head basically went over a piece of cellulose tape, celluloid tape with some kind of a magnetic coating on it that, you know, would eventually wear off, and it would stretch and deform, and you'd end up with artifacts and all kinds of stuff. It was just not a good medium. It was a necessary evil at the time because it was so awesome. I never said the cassettes had better audio quality. I said records do. Vinyl. It's near perfect sound quality. I mean, assuming you don't actually physically deform or damage the record, which if you take care of them, it'll never happen. You end up with, you know, almost perfect sound quality. That's a collector's item. So if you can get an old one and it sounds as good as the day it was bought, man, that's amazing. That's a huge find. That's awesome. It's like a rookie card or something that, you know, was only like 18 in the entire world and it's in mint condition. That's amazing. Everything that it had to do to survive. But a VHS tape, no, nobody is fighting tooth and nail to, you know, oh damn, you're watching that movie. It's oh, are you watching the VHS version? No, oh, I'm out. I'd be more likely to be out if someone said it was not the DVD version. You know what I mean? Talk about DVD like it's amazing too, but I mean, you have such better items. No bass, and on a record. It depends. If you get one of the low RPM ones, you can definitely get the bass. But I mean, it really depends on your turntable, right? Like they've got them that will, you know, basically be able to filter the. They're able to filter out the bass and give it a little bit of boost. You know, it all really comes down to your hi-fi or, you know, whatever. Because that was like a huge thing. Like after you got the record player, you got the preamp and the amp and the amp, like the everything else. Exactly. I honestly, I do not have the storage space for any of that stuff. So to me, I'll stream it, right? And they can tell me that it's HD, and I can watch it be all grainy and shit because of streaming artifacts, and I'll go, sure, it's HD. But when all's said and done, I mean, that's it, right? I think I could pull that with this, can't I? Classical music? Definitely a good choice to go with this. I didn't even know that channel was there. How much lime have I got? Plenty. But anyway, yeah, I shit all over it. I said, yeah, who the hell wants that? And she was like, some people. But she got like offended and then got like personal about it. And I was like, what the fuck? You know? All you have to do is say, my opinion is that it's, you know, better. Or it's good. And I was like, okay, it's fine. You're welcome to your opinion. Just like I am. But she started to make gross. Oh, shit. I forgot to take the rocks up. I may try that after I do this, though. I don't know how I'm going to fix that. Alright, let's just take the turn here. I just thought it was hilarious. And I'm like, I expected better. I mean, I know the take that I had was hot. Right? It was a hot take. But at the same time, to get defensive and then get personal about it, I'm like, come on. Have we learned nothing in the last 3 or 4 years? Argue the point, not the person. But I'm everybody's favorite heel, whether it's to kick or to agree with. I don't. That's the value or the entertainment value that I offer. I'll go off on one. Okay. Yeah, we haven't? Yeah, well. It's there, but I mean, maybe I've evolved slightly. It runs off me now. Like, I just show up and say, look, you know, this entire activity is stupid for this reason. And that's that. Where's my rock catcher? Can't lose track of time. It's 5. I did not anticipate playing this literally all day. It's just that kind of game. That's not how that works. All right, I didn't want to run over that damn thing, okay? That's all it... I didn't know it was already deployed. Oh, liming it actually... Hold on, now I gotta read that. Just give me a second. Version of their unreleased Duke Nukem game where Duke was going to travel back to World War II and sink the Bismarck. That sounds amazing. Back to World War II, yeah, anticipated in D-Day. And kill everybody's favorite punching bag? Oh, really? Oh, God, why? Okay. I mean, this is legit classical music, but I mean, most of it is copyright free. Or, you know, what do they call it? Public domain. So you can put it in pretty much anything you want. Come on. Why have I got this? Okay. This is the most frustrating thing to tow. I'm just gonna even this off because I'm not sure I'm supposed to do this. I don't think I'm picking the lime up, but we'll see. I will be grateful to get into something a bit more energetic than this, but I just want to get that draw out of the way. I didn't think it would cause me that much stress. But I mean, you know, I don't understand when you're trying to do something nice and people give you a hard time for it. You're kind of like, though I do have a better plan. I still have a couple of sets left, and I really have no place to keep them. I'll probably keep the DeLorean, I think, but I'll put up the Ecto one and the Batman tumbler probably in Q1 and Q2 of next year, for 3-month draws. And at this point, it's not, you're not donating. It'll be, you're gonna send me cash, and you know, this is how it'll work. And then at the end, I'll just put all the stuff into my Extra Life play, like fundraiser, and that way people don't have to deal with the stigma of, you know, well, whatever it is that stops them from donating. I don't know what the difference is, honestly. Like if someone says, "Hey, listen, it's $5 for an entry." God, what am I doing? $5 for an entry for this draw, or donate to a charity. And I'm like these two things shouldn't feel any different at all, but for some reason I'm convinced they do, and I don't know why. Because like, if you really think about it, it's $20 for a chance to win a $1,000 Lego set. Like, that's insane for Christmas. And I'm like, if you're giving me the $20, does that make you feel any different? Like, if you have to go to a website and donate to a charity as opposed to give me the money directly, like, do you feel any different about that? You really shouldn't. But I'd be fascinated to talk to people about why. I say give me a hard time about the draw. Like, early on, I actually used Facebook advertisements to basically increase the reach and visibility of, it was not cheap either, to basically announce and promote the draw. And I had people comment on the advertisement, like, "Oh, that's bullshit." Is it? Is it bullshit? Like, you know that it's bullshit? Like, the profile picture that I had is the profile picture that I have right now, which has the set in it, tells you the date and everything like that. Even like everything that you needed to know to prove that I'm a living, breathing human being who is presenting themselves exactly as they exist in reality is right there. But, you know, you get the people who are like, you know, "Oh, it's bullshit." Is it? You'll see. You missed your chance. I don't know. Like, if there was $1,000, like, honestly, like, this ticks every box for me, right? I'm like, giant Lego set, you know, $20 maximum value, and I'm supporting a charity. Fucking sign me up. But people don't have the time for it. It's fine. I'll rejig it. I'll find a way to make it work. It's just a bump on the road to wherever the hell I'm headed. I figure it. But man, that chat my ass when that happened. I was like, I was angry. So angry. And I'm kind of like, what the fuck am I doing? Right? Like, what am I doing? This sounds crazy, right? And I'm like, nah. I can't let it change me. I won't let it change me. And it was one of those things that I'm like, you know, I'm never really going to talk about it. Well, I'm lying right now. I'm telling you everything. But like, yeah, typically that kind of stuff happens and I don't say anything. So when you do hear me saying about it, it's probably like 100 to 1. If I'm bitching about it, 99 other things happened that I didn't bitch about. You know what I mean? And I mean, I wouldn't wake up tomorrow and say, hey, listen, I'm going to buy a huge Lego set and auction it off. I already had the thing for reasons, I don't know. I saw someone who had built it and I said, that thing is amazing. I want to make it, you know? So I put it on my list and I bought it. And then I had time to think about it afterwards. I don't want to use the word impulse, but I had time to think about it afterwards. I said, I have nowhere to keep that. So I'm like, what the hell am I going to do with it? And I said, I could probably sell it, but I'm not going to get anywhere near what I paid for it. So I'm like, yeah, well, maybe I can turn it into a bunch of donations. And I mean, you know, I got quite a few, and I appreciate every single one of them. But I mean, it's just turning into a data point of, you know, the price point was too high for the draw that it created. So while I'll be basically giving this away for nothing, like pretty much nothing, I am going to try and see if there is some type of a way to make that work to maximize the dollar. I don't mind putting myself like, I mean, I know I have an appreciation for other people who are much better and much more successful at this than I am, and I have that much more appreciation for them because on the day, like daily, they have to deal with that, and they've grown accustomed to it. But I've watched other people flounder with it too, like this faceless nobody who decides that today's the day they're going to criticize somebody for something, at and with almost no effort at all, basically upends them. And I mean, I don't know if that was their goal or if it was just ignorance. It seems to me that the price of being that ignorant is really high. Well, like I've said it dozens of times before, I'd still be doing this whether I was streaming it or not. Like, I mean, to me, I feel like there's a benefit to stream it in that it can turn into something else, maybe something bigger. Whoops. I think they allow you to fold this so it fits on a road better. Oh god, I'm just smashing everything up. Alright, I gotta figure out what supper is gonna be, and I'll do up the rest of the stuff for the draw. Let's see, what's left to do here? I need the seed, but I'm not doing it until tomorrow. The silage should be ready tomorrow too, and I can probably just scoop that up in the foraging wagon and take that to wherever it needs to go. Which right now I don't know where that is. Sorry, I've got a moderator auto mod thing on, and if people use foul language, I have the opportunity to kind of stop them. I had one guy jump in here a while ago, and man, I'm assuming it's a he. I don't think very many women are that belligerent and racist. But they went to town on my chat, and I had to ban them. See, that's an opportunity, Roy. When they do stuff like that, that's an opportunity, right? Um, for a situation like that, um, where you're trying to do what you think is best, and then to watch everybody, uh, and everybody kind of wants to have input, but they don't actually want to do anything, then I mean, you're basically making the decision for them. Like, I'm going to go and do this. I had an opportunity to get feedback, and I even asked people to try and help me with it. And their response was it should be done differently. Well, it's going to be done my way because I'm the one who's going to end up doing it. And that's just my take on the whole thing. Nocturne Wisteria. Oh, welcome back. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. But yeah, I won't. If it gets catty and they begin to interfere, like sabotage what you're doing, that's when I go away. Oh yeah, but I mean, if they're not sabotaging, it's just talk. Do you know what I mean? The way I draw this parallel to the comments on my ad is that they were saying it in a public forum so that it could potentially influence other people who looked at it. That's why I was upset about it. If somebody had just DM'd me, I'd just say, yeah, whatever, dude. Do you know what I mean? But when you spray paint it on the side of, whatever. Yeah, no, it's just, it's all red on top of everything else. It's just, the problem is me. Knock. Knock it is. But I do remember your name. Last year, year before. Let's see here. What was I attempting to do? I can't seed yet. Let's take up a spot on top of the barn. Can I get on top of this? Oh shh. There. Friggin' Spider-Man. Her to speed up. I think either you or Roy told me the story about how your name changed. And sadly, I cannot recall why. But knock, you're A1 in my book. Ah, jump with your legs. I barked my knuckle on something like over a month ago and it still hasn't healed completely. Super tender. And new day. I can now plant my canola. I'm just going to fast forward till 6 a.m. and then I'm going to seed everything. I don't think we have a plan for supper. I think takeout's going to be an easy sell. Ooh, sunrise it. Great. Wait until 7-ish at least. And Superman! Okay. It's my cedar. Stuck it on the back of that guy. 70%, I have enough to do it all. Ooh. I make sure I change the seed type. Wait. Not falling for that again. Canola price is good. Canola's definitely best. Sunflowers are good too. Damn, cotton? I still don't know how to sell it all. When do you plant cotton? Oh, a long time ago. That's a February? Wow. Canola it is. No, no, no. We're drilling, boys. Better Minecraft. 1.21 version. But like, I'd rather play Phasmophobia than do that. I kind of have the Minecraft to fill in some dead time type thing. Maybe late night idle. I am launching it. The server is it's a public server, so to speak. So I'm not hosting it locally. It's on a server. That way, if people want to join, they can. And it's not a curated mod pack. It's not a mod pack that I curate. It's freely available online. Like one press, and you have the instance set up through CurseForge. And right now, the one that I have running, I've managed to set up an underground hovel, so I didn't want to do much outside of this. So I have it set up as an underground hovel, and I've started the mine. I'm down to like level 15 or 14 or whatever, looking for iron, you know, so just the beginning of the game. Good old CurseForge. I mean, they take all the thinking out of it. I mean, I can't imagine trying to put together my own mod pack. And I know other people who do it, but they take one of the bigger packs and like add and subtract stuff from it. And to me, that doesn't guarantee any type of compatibility. And honestly, from the people that I played with who do that, the gameplay was so janky. Because of incompatibilities or just the hardware they were trying to run it on. It couldn't keep up. You know, laggy as hell. It was not a good experience. We had similar issues with the RimWorld configuration that we had as well. Like, it had so much good stuff into it. It was so much fun, but it was just desync after desync. Yeah, resource packs is probably what I would call the entry point. I mean, you're basically just organizing graphics and sounds and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I'm not trying not to make it sound easy, but like, I would imagine that there's a little bit more involved when you're looking at mod interactions. So there's such a range of stuff that you can do with your implementations, and you're like, okay, well, this needs to accept this item because it's also copper. But something to do with the meta tags is how they were doing it in one mod versus the, you know, just the name or something in another mod pack. And then you're trying to figure out how to bridge that gap so that they can be used in either. And that's the real value added in stitching together mod packs or mods. The resource pack, it's glorified indexing exercise, because you can't have graphics with the same identifier. You're just asking for conflicts, and then pretty soon the incorrect textures are showing up, and it's a massive mess. But yeah, as far as a starting point goes, yeah, that's definitely the way to go. Start with resource packs. cut your teeth on that and then try and figure out how you're going to stitch mod packs together. What a mess. What's your background anyway? I'm assuming this is all a hobby anyhow. GUI changes, yeah. Definitely. Yeah, the decorations. Like, one of my favorite ones is the Sphax or Pure BD Craft. They pretty much replaced every single texture you could think of, and it's part of the reason why I like it so much. And they replaced all the cubey square stuff with like a pentagon, which mightn't seem like much, but it's comforting to see those shapes. Shaders, oh yeah, for sure. Shaders are like, I live by them now. They make the game so pretty. Oh god, why did I jump out? Am I gonna have enough seeds to do all of this? I think so. Gotta find that son of mine. He's been roaming the neighborhood like a feral animal. Oh, yeah. Where the dirt kind of melds into the rock. The one I'm playing right now for Better Minecraft comes with a bunch of shaders in it, and that's basically the value added to one of the shaders. They do like a super good job of blending the textures together with transitions. Oh, absolutely. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah. I know what you mean. Because right now the 2x2 spruce tree looks like that. It looks like one solid texture, not an arrangement of cubes. Oh god, this type of classical music just gives me Christmas vibes. Wait, did I misunderstand? So if you cut a section out of the spruce, instead of seeing a 2x2 set of logs, you just see one set of concentric circles? Like rings? Is that what you're saying? The medieval texture packs? I mean, why not? It's a nice aesthetic. Going to cut an edge here. I think I got my A-OK for takeout supper, which I think everyone would agree with. Yeah, exactly. Yep, there you go. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So I'm assuming it's a bunch of math. Because you have to make sure that you have the right assortment of things to trigger the texture to pop in and to be applied, right? The fiddly math. I'm not convinced a seed drill like this should have this much drag. Like, I feel like I should be able to do 20 at least. Dragging this thing. What's that? Somebody at my back door? Why would anybody... That bird just came out of the ground. So, real talk. I'm probably going to do this a bit longer, make sure that the supper is set up. Then I got to get the wheel ready for the draw, which I'm doing at 7. When did you guys want to start? Oops. Messed that up. Okay. Well, it looks like my boy showed up. Mom must have went and got him. That's what I was hearing, was the front door opening and closing. Apparently I can't seed that part. It was some rocks I left behind. Apparently that's what that means. I'm figuring a couple of hours of Phasmophobia early evening. I'm not. The only thing is that I'm gonna need about 30 minutes to eat something at some point, and I need to be here, not in a game, for 10 or 15 minutes while I spin that wheel and announce who won it. Boy, he's in a mood. So as soon as I finish seeding this, I'm going to go up and try and get him to relax. He is amped up. He really just doesn't like no. Like, I mean, I had my issues, but, I mean, 80s parenting. Do you know what I mean? You'd complain for a little bit, but then as soon as the parents had had enough, you're not complaining anymore. You know what I mean? That's just the way it was. I'm not saying it was right, but it worked. So now these days, it's more be considerate of other factors, and it makes things so much more challenging. And it's more jarring for children of the 80s. Now, I don't think I have any of you on Steam. I'm assuming that's what you're playing through. I don't think it matters. The game, I think, is not... Actually, as I say that, I'm probably wrong. For whatever reason, the frameworks that different platforms put out... Oh, for sure. Ramen was definitely on my list of things today, but I've been having some issues lately, and pounding a bunch of noodles while I'm doing this other stuff was probably going to cost me dearly. Got some health issues. We have it, Justine. Okay, good. Yeah, I've got some health issues. Nothing serious. I'm not going to die or anything that I'm aware of. But yeah, it's kind of that middle-aged time to change how you do a bunch of stuff kind of things, and then you're kind of trying to redefine the boundaries of, like, what's my new normal look like. So eating copious amounts of carbs and no veggies and stuff like that is not really an option anymore. All right, if it's through Steam, this should be relatively painless. The only thing is that I haven't played it on this system since I built it last year. They've done a lot of updates with the mic configuration and stuff like that, so I'm not anticipating any major issues. Did I plant the right thing? This is canola, right? That's that weird symbol down there that looks like a yellow popcorn. Yeah. Okay, well, if you sent me a friend request, then you weren't there before, which is a bit weird because I thought, you know. I'll get that configured, and then I think it's just a matter of handing out a room code, which I'll sort out, I guess. I guess Steam will force you to do the updates before it'll actually launch the game. So we should all be completely updated, I think. Get the power back into my tractor and drill this last field. Well, a lot of times that's all it takes. A little bit of chitty chat. I flirted with this idea for quite some time now. To try and have like a fireside kind of setting, because like I'm gonna be sitting here gaming anyway, and just to get a steady trickle of people coming through, idly chatting about daily random crap. Is kind of a pipe dream that I have. I should have drilled this way, because right now I have all of my seed lines going the same way as my... I can still tell the difference though. So what's your poison, Knock? You Warframe like Roy, or do you WoW, or what's your Final Fantasy 14? What you think? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, that's a terrifying prospect, but I mean, given that I don't normally have a lot of knowledge about those types of things, I'm fairly certain I would have put myself in that situation. First 3 years we were here, we had our furnace break like 3 times because of a lack of regular maintenance. Final Fantasy, yeah, that's are still really popular, and they're adding so much content. One of the other guys in our team here, he'll be playing that at some point. I've been threatening to pick up 1 month to give it another shot, but I'm really gun shy about starting an MMORPG again. Because I know other people who figured it out. It's just I've been away from it for so long that like there's no middle ground. If I'm in for a penny, I'm in for a pound. Yeah, yeah. Well, I won't say that, but like it's just if you don't take care of it, it's gonna break, right? So like I had it run dry on me. I had the circulation pump break. I had to replace the expansion tank. I know how to do all of this stuff myself now. But I mean, you know, like the other day it happened again. I'm not sure if the tank ran dry or if the filter just got clogged, but it just stopped working. Luckily it wasn't in February or March. But I took a look at it and I said, yeah, I gotta call a furnace tech, but it's like obviously a Saturday. And I'm like, we don't have any hot water because it's all done through there. And I said, what the hell am I gonna do? And I said, listen, I just gotta try the filter and prime it, and then I'll call an emergency whatever and pay hundreds of dollars to have somebody do something that as I watch them do it, I feel that I could have done myself. had I the knowledge. So I went out and I bought the filter, replaced the filter. That was an ordeal, to be honest. Final Fantasy XIV, that was one of the biggest attractive things that I saw about it, was that I have a single character. It's not like I need to level up. All I do is change my gear, my class changes, and I'll level that up. And anytime I want to change my gear, I can change between classes as fast as that. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can carry around multiple sets and at a button push, switch between them. Like, you don't have to go running back to your chest to swap out gear. You just push W and it swaps you to your mage set or whatever it is. I thought that was great. In D&D, I'm a fan of multi-classing. I'm just no good at it. Which, speaking of which, the other group, I want to play Sea of Thieves with them, but they had mentioned that if they could get all 4 of us together, then we were going to continue a D&D session we started a while ago. Sadly, during our first run, I got polluted and barely recollect the majority of the session. And at one point, I was so far gone that I just said, I gotta go. And I just logged out. I just think it was best for everyone involved, including myself. But, you know, it was just a reminder that I gotta take it easy. Yeah, the whole concept of the armory. It's an inventory that isn't an inventory. You know what I mean? They hate giving you spare space to carry everything all at once, because that's a nightmare. But then they're like, no, you can have a specialized inventory where you can keep sets of things. You're like, this is different. Nice. Yeah, I think when I played, I leveled up a Dragoon to 50. And then I started leveling up a fighter. Because I was trying to get one of the abilities in the pugilist line, like hand-to-hand combat. That was apparently supposed to stack well with the other Dragoon abilities. And then at about level 12, I just switched to White Mage, and then I just gave it up. All because of Garuda. That encounter, before they gave you the 18 different ways to do it, and then pretty much a fast track, was nearly impossible to get a good group. What? You know what? I'm not surprised. Glamour Dresser, that's the most Japanese thing I've ever heard. They're so good at making this stuff. Wow, I might actually get another full seeding out of this one load of seed. Oh, I played before Heaven's Ward came out, the first expansion after the rebirth, A Realm Reborn. And then I just dropped off the face of the planet. I was just like, no, I can't do this anymore. I couldn't play enough. I couldn't find the groups I wanted. It reminded me of everything I hated about WoW and Dark Age of Camelot. I was like, oh, shh. I may have broken my plow. Alright. Let me jump out of here. Is this silage done? 63%? Fine. That's going to take a couple of days. I'm going to go hide up on the roof and figure out the supper situation. The view is better from here.